Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube, gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe àní Maiyegun máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary political. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun Diary. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣẹ́ o kẹ́gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ jójójójó. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Good morning. Welcome to Maiyegun's Diary. Welcome to Sunday's sermon. And welcome to us to the new session or new segment where we get it cooked hot, served hot. And those who want to get mad are always welcome to get angry and get mad. So, to all my friends, happy Sunday to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live. If you read the caption of the broadcast, you can make your own contribution accordingly. And this morning, I'm going to try manage my time and, maybe take one or two calls. But it's going to be the WhatsApp calls, okay? But we'll get to that one. We want to talk about the Nigeria rape culture. Rape culture. I need my headsets and I need to get rid of this. I'll be back in a minute. Happy Sunday to all of you joining me right now.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Lórí Facebook. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Lórí YouTube. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ọba Maiyegun.
Today. Thank you very much. So good morning to all of you from wherever you are watching from. My friends and not my so friendly friends. As much as you have your time to plug in this morning to join us, I say welcome to the sermon. And as you join this morning or whatever time you are, wherever you are right now, please, one moment. Sorry about that. I know I've had guys who say, my friend, go straight to the point. Stop doing all of this. You see, the problem with you guys is that you are completely on a wrong in a wrong place, and your statement will give you up. But nevertheless, I'll take care of you in my own way as I move along. So keep dropping that comment that says, that give you that privilege to say, oh yeah, this is what you should do or you should not do. This is what you should talk about or what you shouldn't talk about. However, for those who are very much used to Maiyegun's Diary, this is us getting started. When you notice all those Buhari Dins or Buhari Didiris, when you notice all these Buhari Shukus, the Ngoziaris, the Unekaris, when you notice all these obedient fools, the humbled slaves, and the sophisticated morons, when you cite any of these Mumumadus, Bele lecturers, and the Mumu lecturers anywhere on this platform today, I have the two right here. Just mention them. I will take care of them, okay? Because there is no way we are going to do this for the next hour that many of them will not lose their temper, will not lose their mind, and in the process, they will not expose themselves. This is Maiyegun's Diary, right? where I do it according to my own dictate. And it has always been by my rules. So far, so good. It is the best rule that has been working for us on this platform. If you stray down here like a stray dog or a lost dog with an entitlement, we will take care of you. Just guys, let me know when you spot one or many of them. There are never too many in our block industry. That is why we have a sane, responsible, and clear-headed platform where these bandits, these social media bandits, are even sometimes so scared to express themselves until we push them out. And please, that you are Maiyegun's supporter. Oh, I love you, Maiyegun. I do this, I do that, right? Don't ever tell me what to do or how to deal with the recalcitrant idiots that find their ways on my platform. So if you are new, I will understand. And don't ever tell me, Maiyegun, don't remove anybody. Leave them here. When you say that, you are actually telling me to remove you. And many of you have been removed like that until you rejoined again with fake accounts. When we started Maiyegun's Diary, they thought we were looking for attention from those criminal leaders they have in Nigeria. They thought we were going to be one of them, one of those who will look for the politicians who are going to give them peanuts, common hunger, starving, idiot who have access to internet. That's what many of them believe because it is their culture in Nigeria. Do whatever you can, make yourself whatever you are not. Yes, there will be people who are ready to pay you to do their bidding. That's what majority of them thought Maiyegun's Diary was all about. Until Maiyegun's Diary began unraveling, then they began scared, and they became scared that they began attacking Maiyegun. They said, oh, you want to break up Nigeria, you want to do this, you want to do that. Because Maiyegun is the soft target for them. They are common lily liver idiots who are trapped in a place that they mistakenly call a country, an open concentration camp. So Maiyegun is the easy target. He was looking for attention. No, he's not looking for attention anymore. Oh, Maiyegun is trying to break Nigeria for them. We know them. When you see them, point them out. I will take care of them. I am actually interested. I've not done our our environmental sanitation in a while. There is no competition. Maiyegun is Maiyegun, others are others. But one thing you should always screen out is that, right? Maiyegun will never, ever be part of the same crook Maiyegun talk about every day. That one is the only ticket you can take away from this call. Anything else is your own business, not mine. We started this platform to go after the criminals in Nigeria, whether whether they are Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Fulani, anywhere they come from. We will call them names. We will name them. We will date their atrocities. We will also mention where they come from. That is not so good with Nigeria and Nigerians because there is something called rape culture. The word rape is so big that a sensible person, when you hear the word rape, the antenna of your ears should always more or less flash out like, what? Rape? But in Nigeria, they are numb. They are dead to everything that is wrong, and everything that is abnormal is normal in that country. That is why you have what is called rape culture. Rape culture. Rape. Steal from them. Feel entitled. Feel free. Like, yes, I'm a man. I can do whatever I want. Yes, I'm this. I can do whatever I want. Oh, I'm the governor. I can do whatever I want. And you will see the same people who are the victim of those criminals coming back to defend them. Nigeria rape culture, the culture of entitlement, the culture that make you feel like, yes, because you are either a man, you are entitled to get this, that you are a pastor, you are entitled to get this, that you are an imam, you are entitled to be this and get away with that, that you are a politician or whatever you are. It is called rape culture. And in this rape, with this rape culture, this rape mentality, your politicians are raping you every day, stealing from you without any shame. your policemen are killing you, extorting you, right? In most cases, criminalizing you if you can't buy your way out of their own captivity. Rape culture. You see, you will meet a police officer. This is where I'm coming now. This rape culture that Nigerians and Nigeria, not just in Nigeria, more or less like even outside Nigeria, it is this rape mentality, something that makes you feel like when you hurt others, when you steal from others, as long as you didn't kill them, you have not done anything wrong. Life goes on, right? It is called rape culture. The same culture that make you feel like if you rape a woman, or if you rape a minor, or you rape a girl, right? It's not that serious. Didn't she enjoy it? It is a mad mentality, and I'm going to go into it. It is the same mentality your own criminal politicians also have. They have the mentality that how can they be in charge of this so much money and they cannot even take little for themselves? It is called rape culture, feeling entitled. Can't I just get this? If you are governor, won't you also get it? Oh, if you are governor's son, won't you fly private jet? Oh, if you are the president's daughter, won't you fly all abroad? I mean, do whatever you want. It is called rape culture because they don't care that stealing from others to give yourself comfort will make those you stole from discomfortable. They will lose out on what they should have. The same thing some of you will take away. Now, if you rape a girl, I was talking to someone the other day. I said, before I left Nigeria, I never believed that a husband can rape a wife. Like, they will tell you in our culture, black man no dey rape. Black man just take what you want. Really? Take what you want. What you take should be what is yours, not what is willingly given to you that is now yours is what you take. Until I left Nigeria, I never believed that a husband can rape a wife. I never knew that consent was actually a great deal of a thing. So I now realized that only few family left in Nigeria are actually raising responsible young men as young men that respect women. You will see educated people, right? When they are accused of sexually harassing people, they automatically say, my friend, what is that? There's nothing like sexual harassment here. Is it not because I'm just touching a bum? Or is it because I touch her boobs? Because you feel entitled. Because it is your culture, according to many of you idiots. Rape culture. The culture that says, well, what did I do? Is it because I just touch a bum? The same way your criminal politicians feel like, what did they do? Is it because I stole just 5 billion? I made over 100 billion naira for my state in 4 years. Is it because I now stole 4 billion? That's why everybody wants to kill me. It is a rape culture, a culture that makes you feel entitled when something is not given to you. And there is always what you call the Stockholm syndrome too. Your politicians have raped you and raped you and raped you for years. How can they abuse you, abuse your fathers, abuse your grandfathers, grandmothers, rape them throughout their lives? You are alive today. They are raping you economically. They are raping you, in every strata of life. But all you could stand up for is to defend them. Do you know why? It is called Stockholm syndrome. You are so used to that terrible life. You are so used to that subjugation. You are so used to that suppression. You are so used to that oppression. You are so used to being told how to live and exist. And to you, that is not an abuse. I used to pride myself as, I appreciate so much what the people who trained me and raised me, what they did to me, the punishment and all of that, they made me a better person. It is because we are now accustomed to being abused, and being abused means that except you are abused physically, mentally, Except they do that to you, you may not turn out to be a good person. But the mistake we made is that the abuses that we get used to from childhood, from home, from everybody around you when you're growing up, these abuses are what shaped you, are what made you and mold you. We have seen women who cannot keep relationship simply because nobody knows why. Why? They have been repeatedly abused by the trusted family members when nobody paid attention. And when they finally found out, they buried it. They said, don't shame the family. All these children, all these young kids, boys, girls, abused by all these grown-up, all these entitled adults who are today trying to explain away what is rape and what is not rape. Many of them were abused when they were kids. Sexually, physically, mentally. Let's talk about the endless psychological torture that we got from our own parents growing up. I never knew all these things actually come together to form a society. I never knew that being raised to be mean, to be sadist, kind of, and at the same time being told that you need to be compassionate. Meanwhile, by all standard, the training, the kind of environment our kids grow up in are so volatile that nobody actually paid attention. This, coupled with the failure of the criminals who are raping you in the country, the ones who are stealing away the future, the life of yours and your children, those who are stealing away things that could make your children responsible adults when they grow up, to respect women, to understand that stealing is actually a terrible thing. Not something you do and say, well, should be others steal too. Am I the first person to steal? The rape culture, that is how rape culture emerged in Nigeria. Abuses upon abuses. I never knew that these were things that will automatically shape the society. The leaders you see today, they came from this abusive family and background. We call them discipline. Then I realized that they weren't actually disciplined. They were complete abuses that made many of us so numb to every. That is why when you see people getting stoned to death because they stole a phone, right? They are getting stoned and they are being killed on the street. You see thousands of people feeling numb, not thinking that is a life that is about to be snuffed out right there in our right eyes, because they have seen many. They have been told when they were young, if you steal, they will burn you in the market. Oh, if you go and steal anything, oh, they will do this to you. Oh, but they didn't tell you and me that if you steal government money, they will kill you. Oh, if you steal or loot government money, they were going to stone you to death. Oh, because they know, our parents knew, that nobody will stone all the higher thieves who are raping us at the highest level. But they told us, don't go and steal. So what our parents were doing back then was preparing us to a life that we are going to live when we grow up, a life of no empathy. That is why today, when they say 60 people killed in Kaduna, people read the news like they are reading entertainment news. They read it, they say, you see, all this government, government where they are failed. They don't feel anything. You know why? They were not raised to feel anything. When they say, that senator raped a lady, they say, my friends, stop that nonsense. Waiting be rape, she no enjoy am. A senator rape you, does that even make any sense? You will see an educated person asking you, telling you that, does that even make any sense? That a senator raped someone who has money, someone who can get any girl, someone who can do anything. And do you think all of that were by accident? They were not by accident. An average Nigerian is not trained to have empathy, is not trained to have sympathy, is not trained to have genuine feeling. Go and study what I just told you now. It is a deep research that I did. And if you take your time to look at it, you will then understand what is the type of society we have. How did we come by this society where you kill petty thieves and you honor the armed robbers, the pen robbers? How did we come by that? It was through childhood when they begin to groom us. Our parents know better. Some of those who are supporting Buhari today, they are telling their children the same thing. Some of those who are defending Jaga Bandit, Jaga Were of Lagos, Thief Numbu, they are telling their children the same thing. Do you understand? So their children will feel like their fathers, who have no feeling, who have no empathy. And most of the time, right, the children are facing the same abuses that their parents faced from their own parents. So, and these are the people that made the society. These are the people you meet in the buses. These are the people you meet on the train. These are the people you meet in the market. These are the people that interact with you on social media. They come from the background of abusive childhood. And that is why someone who grew up in Nigeria, who saw the poverty, the suffering of the people, then he ran for office to say, I am going to end your sufferings. These sufferings are too much. Let us end it. Vote for me. I will bring you electricity. I will give your youth jobs. I will tar the road for you. I will build hospitals. I will construct schools. I will equip schools. I will equip hospitals. So, someone who came from that background, who saw everything that are lacking, then he got elected. Instead of him to then begin to build the roads, to begin to channel the money into creating jobs, to begin to construct hospitals and, spreading that, to begin to spread and fund education, to begin to do things that he saw from outside, that he volunteered, that he was going to change. Then instead of him to do that, he will begin amassing wealth for himself, for his friends, for his village people, and all those people he feels he can make wealthy for the period he is going to be their leader. He would abandon the road he campaigned for, the schools he campaigned for, the good jobs he campaigned for, the poverty he promised to end. Then they will begin to manage poverty. They will begin to, because they don't have feelings. That is why, look at me very well. I am not going to ask you to vote for me for any goddamn position in that shithole country, Nigeria. Give me Oduduwa Republic and see if we won't have intellectual battle with ourselves in Yoruba land. There are better and best of us from all over the world. In Nigeria there, in Yoruba land, and outside Nigeria, outside Yoruba land. Yorubas who can make things happen. But in Nigeria, look at me very well. I am not one of those that will come to you and say, you know what? Let us change it now. I am going to contest for, I'm going to, fuck that. But give me Oduduwa Republic. And when we talk about these things, and you see those who pick it up as if it is a contest, it is a battle, or it is competition, sort of. They say, hey, why don't you come back home and do it? Hello, you are there. I believe you are comfortable with it. If you are comfortable with it, that is why you will be able and bold enough to ask a dunce question like that. Come back home to do what for you? To tell you what I'm already telling you now. To come and tell you that you have a better chance, a better future in a country where you are identified by who you are, where you speak your language, where you understand the language of the other person. In your own country is better than a country where you are more or less like statistics who just make up the number. Why do I have to come back home to tell you that if you have any sense that says you can get it better? But if you are very okay with what you have, of course, it is by choice. Keep it. Keep it. But so many of us won't shut up. Okay? We won't. Because we are, you see, Nigerians living outside Nigeria. are better, 1 million times better than 99% of those who are living in Nigeria. Take that from me. And if you are offended, fuck you. That's your business. While your government and your politicians are stealing your money, buying properties abroad, taking your money, banking your money in different banks all over the world, Nigerians, those who are living outside Nigeria, the diasporans, we were busy working our asses out to help our families back home, to help our friends and family, including unknown people with the poverty your criminal leaders have brought upon you. Your country right now is like a graveyard where vultures come to feed on dead people, dead body. When they feed and they feed the belly full, they fly away. When they are hungry again, they fly back and feed on you. That is how Nigeria is. It is only the Nigerians living outside Nigeria, the diasporans, who are remitting money back home, that are keeping the country going. If not, Venezuela will be better than Nigeria by now, with what your politicians have done to you. We have been the saving grace of that shithole country. Many of us, and this is a fact, by the way. It's a fact. We keep Nigeria running by working our asses out of outside Nigeria. We remit over $35 billion every year into the economy of that country, while your politicians steal as much as over $30 billion every year from that same country. So who is the person that should come back home and fix things for you, if not you, who have been lost in between? And it's not your fault. It is not. I am happy that I'm no longer in Nigeria. If I was in Nigeria, maybe I would be an expert in defending the same thing you are defending. Because when you realize that you have limited opportunity and more or less like these criminals control everything, then you will need what? You will need to mellow, either to join them and begin to eat from their crumbs. Maybe. But for how long do you think the deceit, the denial that you are living in will end, if I may ask? Rape culture is like a normal thing. A local government chairman can just dip his hand in the local government's money and buy himself whatever he wants, and he will justify it. And guess what? His people will also justify that. They say, don't abuse leaders. Don't abuse leaders. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't have leaders. You have dealers, thugs, opportunists, scavengers, scroungers, pickpockets, manipulators. These are the people you have as you call leaders. They are no leaders. They are dealers. How dumb are you to keep saying they are abusing your leaders? Some of these Abobakus of Lagos, suffering and smiling goats, they are always on Facebook trying to defend the drug addict of Lagos, Jagabandit Jagawiri of Lagos. They get angry. And I ask myself, why are they angry? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Why are you angry? That I caught Tinubu a thief, and you want me to come and bring proof. If I give you proof, what do you go do? Those who are bigger than you, they have a dossier of Tifnumbu. They have it. What the fuck are you asking them? Come and bring proof. If they come and arrest you now, they only arrest slaves like yourself. Many of you have been arrested. You don't know. You see those guys they are arresting physically. They are the brave ones who don't want to continue to live in that psychological enslavement. Many of you are Bobakus. Jegudu Geras, Baba Sopes, all right, sirs. The crumb eaters, the ass lickers, the crumb chasers, Facebook bandits, social media adsmen, all of you jumping up and down. In Yoruba land, we don't insult elders. You are just a fool with 7 O's. Fool, that's who you are. Who train? Which home training did Aregbe Mugbo received from his mother? Which training did Aregbemugo received? Which training did Obasa received from his mother or his father? Which training did Thifnumbu and Jagaweri receive from his father or his mother to steal your money and keep looting your money? Which training? Which home training did they receive? Which home training did Fayoshe received from his father and his mother to steal Ekiti money? Which home training? Or Ajimobi, Ajiyaje, Ajirebi of Oyo State, constituted authority. Which home training did he receive from his own father or his mother to steal from you? Which home training? Or is it Ladoja or Akala? Which home training did they receive? Olagunsoye Onilola, Olagunsoshi, Olagunsofo of Oshun. Which home training did he receive from his father in Okuku? Which home training? Look at Oshun State. We have Benga, Bewiri Daniel. We have Amosun. We had him. Amosun, Akotileta, Arungun Okemoson. Which home training did they receive from their fathers and their mothers to loot your money? Which home training? You have been psychologically enslaved for you to come on social media and begin to seek for respect for these criminals because in your own warped mind, in your own, demented soul, you deserve to keep praising the same people who put you where you are today. Obasanjo, the Ota farmer. Obasanjo, they call him Ota Mugabe, by the way. Some of you may not have heard. That's the name I want to give to Obasanjo. Just call him Ota Mugabe, or Mugabe of Ota. That is Obasanjo there, right? What home training did Obasanjo receive from his father and his mother? The home training that said they should steal from you, enrich themselves, send their children abroad, train their children in the best school all over the world, build themselves the best and the best of the best schools that they are now calling private schools. Which home training did they receive? So if you can't give me that answer, you are as mad as all your leaders. You are as stupid as all your leaders. That's simple as that. Because your leaders know that if they have a real parent, none of them would train them to steal from you. It was them who grew up after the abuses that some of you also faced, the abuses that made you feel less pain or sympathy for anybody. You think about yourself alone. At the moment, what you get at the moment is what belongs to you. You don't care, even if people have to die for what you are about to take, which is not yours. So the empathy, the sympathy, you don't have it because you are not raised to have sympathy or to have empathy for people. That is why when you listen and hear that, they raped a 3-year-old girl, in your foolish and idiotic mind, you came online to say some of these small children, they have mommy water power. Who caused you? It's because the country they raised you, they didn't raise you to be human being. They raised you to be an animal. And they raised millions of animals in Nigeria, by the way. And it's not far-fetched. No education can change it. No exposure can change it. They may travel abroad. They may have money. They may have so much exposure. It can't change it. If you are raised by the system in Nigeria, you need to unlearn and relearn what you have learned. If not, what we raise in Nigeria are animals. And you can tell from how they talk. You can tell from how they react to things. When they see people get killed by the police, they will tell you, why are you arguing with police? When they see police on the road collecting bribe from drivers, they will tell the driver, pay him, Joe. Have you not collected money from us? Give him his own share. That is the type of country they build, a country of animals. And when they say Nigeria is a zoo, you get angry. It's because you are ignorant. You have no idea. Someone came and he said, a 10-year-old girl was raped. And he said, my friend, come to my town. Which 10-year-old girl is raped? Who told you that 10-year-old girl is too small? Come to my town. In my hometown, you will see 9-year-old girl that can take any man, and you are educated, and you are so stupid enough to actually feel like it is actually nothing bad. It is not your fault. That is how you were raised. Until you question how you were raised, you will raise your own children same way. Your own children too won't have feeling because you don't have. You know what I mean? A 10-year-old girl is so attractive to you that you actually have to rape her. Then you, who actually read about the story, then you come down there and say, I don't support rape. I am not someone who supports rape. But let us be honest. Some of these small girls, they have Ogbanje power. They can manipulate you and make you love them. Are you actually completely mad now? Did you just find out that you are completely mad, or you are still having the symptom? Because I have read a lot. I have seen your reaction, and I've seen reactions of Nigerians on many things. Then I began this research that how could they have been so kind of heartless? How can you not have feelings? How can you just say someone deserves that? Deserves what? To be hurt or killed? Then I said, this is not real. I need to find out. Then I found out that it was actually our upbringing, my brothers and sisters. They put it here in our head as we were growing up. No amount of education can take it off. They intentionally put them here. You think and reason like animal. You justify criminality because only animals don't have the full capacity to reason completely like Homo sapiens. Only four-legged animals. Then I realized that many people were raised to be animals. No feeling. How can you rape a 10-year-old girl? How can you rape a 3-year-old girl? Then you said it is devil. That is another thing they manage to create and put in your head. When you do something good, you say, nah, God. When you commit crime, nah, devil. Then you look around, and say 3-year-old girl get evil spirit. The evil spirit was asking you. You don't even know what came over you. And you just started feeling like you should shag a 3-year-old girl. As if that is not hurtful enough. You see educated people, they will jump on it and say, me, I'm not in support of rape, but let us be honest. I remember a story. There is no story. You are making it up. There will know many of you like that. There is no story. Shut up. There is no story. It is a rape. And you should stand up and say, this is wrong. Then they said, girls too should know how to dress. Do you think that is by accident? There are people who are supposed to have feelings. They have sisters, they have brothers, they have girls. Some of them have daughters, right? Then you will see them come down and say, I'm not in support of rape, but let us be honest. All these girls too should stop going to boys' house. What? That's it. That's the verdict. Tell the girls to stop going to boys' house. If you go to any boys' house, you can be raped. And if you are raped, it's your business. What the fuck? That's only what animals, that's how animals think. You don't steal from people and then begin to feel entitled that they shouldn't cry. That's because what you are doing so is exactly what your politicians are doing to you. They don't have to give you electricity. They don't have to give you any good life. They don't have to care about your security. Because of what? They can choose to or not. And you have no right to complain. So they can steal the money. You have no right to complain. So because Nigeria is so terrible, it is poorly organized, poorly governed. Yeah? Rape culture has become a thing that everyone just feel like, well, it is our culture. It shouldn't be. They said consent. Consent is so good. Nigeria is so bad and terrible that you can't even stop your politicians to say, no, enough, stop raping us. Same way, many people, young boys, girls, with that already warped, destroyed mindset, right? Would never see any crime in either taking illegally from people or stealing or raping. Raping people. When I read the story that they were sodomizing young boys in Nigeria, and it no be today the thing start. That it's been like that for years. I was like, what? How could people who have the power to stop something are so dead silent on it? And people are suffering and dying, and everyone keep quiet until when a black man was killed in America. And that is when we began analyzing racism and all of that. Then it became a hard mentality. Are you with me? They became hard mentality. Hard mentality is when everybody feels like, oh, if everyone is talking about this, I'm going to talk about it too, even if I don't have a clue. Or even if I have the same problem, but I'm not talking about mine. It's called hard mentality. They are protesting in Nigeria. You saw how the whole world reacted to the killing of George Floyd, or the whole world doesn't even know that Nigeria, the whole world get to know about it simply because Americans rose up. They rise to what? To fight for what they believe was completely wrong. A country of liberty. They rose. The whole world reacted. When last did Nigeria stand up to say we will stop this national rape on our national commonwealth? For 60 years, the whole world doesn't even know that you care about those they are killing every day in that country. But you want the world to know that you also heard about what is going on in America, even though you are deaf and dumb to what is going on in Nigeria. Many of you have called me names. Maiyegun, you want to cause problem. All these things you are saying, you want to cause wahala in Nigeria. You want to do this and that. Meanwhile, they are killing you every day. They are killing your soldiers. They are doing all of that. You did nothing. Maiyegun, the lone voice, shouting, screaming here. You shout him down. You shut down my page severally simply because you didn't want me to continue to say it. By continue to say it means your leaders, I will continue to mention your criminal dealers. So you shut down my page. You try to shut me down. Then they killed an American. All of a sudden, many of you are now asking for America to do justice. You are not even asking for Nigeria to do justice about the killings in your country. You cannot even shut down your whole country. The way America are currently fighting in America to stop the police brutality. You don't even have the confidence or the courage. But when it comes to your country, that is when you will remember people who are abroad should come back home and help you organize you to go and tell your government they should stop killing you. Does that make any sense to any of you? Americans felt police brutality must end. For years, they have been fighting for that, and the whole world at least can testify. Which of them, una Nigeria shithole, which of that have you managed to do? Because you don't have government. You have terrorists in charge. If you dare go on the street, they will kill you. You know that. So you have no country. You are just slaves within your own country. If you try it, they will kill you. And because they have managed and succeeded in letting you know that if you dare it, we will kill you. And you have agreed as well, right? So you have submitted to fate. People talking about it are now at least your new enemy. The people you can have a muzzle to go and tell, hey, my friend, come back home and do it. Because you know that there is no home anywhere. You are in prison. In prison. You are living in your own psychological prison for years. Most of your fathers and your mothers, they lived in that psychological prison till they die. Some of them are not dead yet. They will die. And they will still continue to live in that psychological enslavement. Wait, we will come back to come and help you. George Floyd was killed by police in America. I can give you 1,000 names of those killed by the Nigeria SARS, Nigeria police, Nigerian army, Nigeria politicians, those ones they kidnap and kill just because they criticize them. We can give you names. None of them really bothered you, did they? None of them bothered you because you dare not tell your government to do something about police brutality. Those who are even trying to help you stop SARS brutality, you turn them to your enemies. You turn everything to politics. You try to shut everybody down who tries to at least encourage you to tell them to stop raping you. And you should stop raping others too. Then they want us to hate whoever they hate. That's another thing I'm going to talk about today before I go. I've got another 15 minutes. Another hard mentality of these fake Nigerians who call themselves Nigerians. I'm not Nigerian anymore. I'm looking forward to the time I'll be able to take up another passport of another country. I'll do that very soon. I'm almost there. Yeah, there, like this. I've got options. So I don't have to say I am a Nigerian or I believe in Nigeria or anything because I never did. But if I have my way, when I meet the real patriot, the real champion of Oduduwa Republic, they will find me among their members of those who will champion for Oduduwa Republic, as we are currently enlightening our population about the reason why everyone should start thinking freedom. You should start thinking independence. What you have right now is a contraption, is a trap. And the fact that they are telling you that you can't opt out, they can't change it, you can't complain, makes it even worse. They are making it look like you don't have any option. I have option. You may not like me for it. You want to break up the country because you have option of living abroad. You are just stupid. Just say you are jealous. If they give you that same opportunity, you won't even look back, would you? So I am not the one who put you in that sorry mess in Nigeria. I am not one of those politicians that have, I'm not one of you. So I never, for once, held any of your political office. I was never any of your government staff. I was never any of your government contractor. I was Maiyegun, and I left Nigeria as Maiyegun. So what the fuck is wrong with you if I have options and you don't? So do you know what happened? We created our own option when Nigeria gave us no option. Nigeria is built to kill you, to kill your dream, to destroy you, to ensure that your self-esteem, self-confidence, everything that makes you a man is destroyed. That is what the name Nigeria is. We created our own opportunity. We left the prison. We created the life we wanted for ourselves that Nigeria cannot create for us. And that didn't come cheap. Do you get that now? So when you are in a country and you are comfortable with the way it is not us that want to break your country. It is the criminals in charge of your country who are already breaking your country. So if you are jealous that Maiyegun is living in the UK, some of you will come here. What is the big thing about UK? My friend, you are just stupid. Just be honest. It is the jealousy. It is the jealousy. I know many of you. Because it is not better. There is no single thing I say on my program that is in any way contrary to what you are facing in Nigeria. But you will leave all of that. My friend, come back because you are looking for someone, you are looking for more people who are going to go back into that poverty, even though secretly you are praying to get out of that poverty, to get out of that contraption. You are praying every day. But on Facebook, you want others to come and join your poverty while you continue to defend those who put you there. I have some of my friends who actually went back to Nigeria, stupid people. Some of them watch me all the time. Very useless and idiots. Don't go to Nigeria. Don't go to Nigeria. Nigeria is done with. And that was about 8 years ago. I just came back from Nigeria. I just left Nigeria. It's a deadly place. It will kill you. They didn't believe me. I wasn't a pastor. They went. Today, they are struggling more than struggle itself. How can you have it so easy that you don't have to buy? You don't have to go and buy a generator before you can have electricity. You don't have to go and leak any asses before you can have money to subscribe for internet. You don't need, you don't need to do rankadede before you can get a job. Think about how can you have such life and you want to go to where they are doing yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yeah, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes sir. All hypocrites, fucking hypocrites. Yes sir, good morning sir. Yes sir, yes sir. Meanwhile, they are waiting for the time they are going to deal with you. Who want to live in that place? I'm not going to live in that place anymore. Never. And it is me, not you. So if I'm going to live anywhere near Nigeria, I will never live anywhere in Nigeria again. So don't forget that. And some said, what if you see this racism all over the world? They will come for you. They will deport you. They will tell you to go back to your country. It's because you are just stupid. That is what your politicians are telling you. But what your politicians are not telling you is that, you see this issue of racism and all of that, it is not the same as the same deadly, violent tribalism that has eaten so deep into the fabric and to the soul of an average Nigerian. Nigeria is the headquarters of bad belly people. People who hate you for no reason. And people who believe that you hate them, even if you don't know them. You know what I mean? So that is the country you are living in. And because you have a country that is a headquarters of bad belly people, everything that justify your warped mind will always elate you. Oh, I heard that the one white police, white boy, they beat up this black guy on the street of Torino in Italy. I told you, Oyinbos are racist. But you fucking idiot. You are more tribalistic. You are even more deadly. Your own type of tribalism is to kill someone. You hate other tribes so much that you are ready to kill them to justify your hatred for them. But you are there shouting, racism, racism, racism. It was in this country I was taught love. Let me be honest with you. It was in this country that I experienced real love, genuine care, genuine love, where people love to offer to help you. They don't give a fuck if you are black or white or anything. It is the system where everyone is willing to help you. But when you see those who left Nigeria and Nigeria didn't leave them, those who left Nigeria with that stupid warped mentality of white people hate us because we are black. So they entered plane, they got here, enjoyed all the amenities, all the system. They became bigger and better, only to turn around to say, Oyinbos hate you. But yet, you know those who are really hunting you, those who believe that you are now better off than them, those who are now thinking they knew you 10 years ago. Now you are richer and better. Those who really want you down and destroyed, they speak the same language like you. And you know that. You know that. No Oyinbo man is interested in taking over your property. No Oyinbo man is interested in taking over your money. But you know those who are when you begin to make that money. But in your stupid mind, Oyinbo hates you. Your brothers in Nigeria love you. Herd mentality. They call them herd mentality. Herd mentality, rather. Where everybody just believe that. So they left Nigeria. Nigeria didn't leave them. And they will be telling you, they want to drag you into their victimhood. You are living in a country that is 1 million times better than the shithole you came from. And you know that those in charge of your shithole will never do anything, right? Then they want you to join them in this victimhood. You know, we are black. We shouldn't be seen trying to defend this. Are you mad? Who are you? What the fuck is wrong with you? That you want people to join you, to continue to lie to yourself, that those who don't really care about you are those who hate you. Meanwhile, you are prospering in their own country. The country you left, the army of village people are there, watching you on Facebook every now and then, seeing if you're already making money or not. Have you bought yourself a new car so that they can begin to monitor your glory? They call them monitoring spirit. You know that. But those ones are not, they are not racist. They are just what? They are just jealous, Abi. You are mad. And everybody should join you because that's what is right. That is how it should be. Because we are both black. You are stupid and you are mad. Tell that to all your friends who think like you. We won't join you to be victims. I'm not a victim. I'm not oppressed. anymore. No one is oppressing me. I'm a free man who can do whatever I want. And just like every other free man and free woman in the world, if I do anything wrong, the law should take care of me. Not because I'm black. Oh, is it because I'm black? Oh, they hate us. So you are mad. If they hate you, go back to Nigeria. It's as simple as that. You don't drag people into your victimhood. You left Nigeria. Nigeria didn't leave you. You are living abroad. You are telling me white person hates me when my life got better times 100 times than when I was in Nigeria. So white people hate me. It is God that bless. You are mad. You are stupid. It is the system you move into that doesn't really care if you are white or black until you begin to feel like, yeah, you want to be white or black. Yes, the system. The system is there. The system will give you education. The system will give you job. The system will give you every legit. The system will give you your own house. The system will make you whatever you want to be in life if you follow the legit way, not the short way that will later ask, oh, is it because I'm black? Then you want to drag us. Oh, those of us who are not trying to become that victim, that psychological victims, are now being seen as, hey, are you trying to support white? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you this today. Since I left Nigeria and since I've been living in the UK, I have not been been racially victimized. The only people who reminded me of who I am, that I am not actually who I think I am, those who reminded me of that are those people of the same color. Fucking racist idiots. But to you, it may not make any sense. Why can't you come back? Why would you go and marry Onyibo? What the fuck is wrong with you? But Onyibo is racist. You are not. I hate all these Yoruba people. All these Yoruba, Onyibos are racist, but you are not. That is the country you are living in. Racism, tribalism, terrorism. Tribalism, terrorism is so deep that an average tribal jingoist, a tribal bigot, right, will kill someone in defense of what he called his own tribal belief or supremacy. And that is deadlier. I have been living in the UK for 8 years. It was living in the UK that gave me the chance and the platform for you to know me. In Nigeria, I will either be doing this for a politician to make a living, or I'll be a poor rat that is just so vocal, but, right? You may not know me. You may never know me. Nigeria was not for me. Nigeria was not for many of you. But maybe because you don't have the opportunity yet. Living Nigeria changed my life. Not God. God didn't change my life. Leave all of that out. Because they say when God created us, He already gave us everything to go and excel. You can be wherever you want to be. He's already giving you everything. So whether you use it or not, it's your own business. He gave all of us the same thing, differently, kind of. So I pursued my dream, changed my life, and I give that credit to the country that made that happen, even though I am black and not white. In Nigeria, I will need to probably, if I want to get to the life I have right now, in Nigeria, with my own standard, back in Nigeria, I don't have any political godfather. I don't have any political big weight in my family. I don't have all these connections they are talking about. I have my talent. I have my qualifications and all of that. But the system is not for me, except I was ready to play ball. But I came to a system that did not ask me, this is your that. What you need to do is this. Once you do your things legit, you exist like everyone else. A country that changed my life in 8 years is enough for me to let you know that if the one you have can change your life, then change your country. Yeah, we can give glory to God when you succeed. You know what they say? They say success gets many families, failures no get friend. If you now don't know me, if I know or zoom my life to this level, if I keep praying and fasting, like they say we should always. I'm not. See, I'm not criticizing your belief, but if this one sounds like I'm criticizing it, well, that's your cup of tea. It's none of my business. Okay, I don't care how you feel about it, but just know that I am not saying this against your belief. But this is me. I'm talking about me. Usually, Nigerians, when you talk about yourself, they suddenly turn it to themselves. Are you saying it? Are you trying to say some of us? Are you saying, can you imagine? You are just stupid. I've read a lot of comments like that. You will never blackmail me to agree to what my message sound to you. It's your business. It's not my business, okay? A country that changed my life. I give that credit to that country. I pay my tax. I work 4 times a week. Get 3 days off. I can do whatever I want in the 3 days. I don't have to work and work and work because I want to live. You know what I mean? So I live my life moderately. I am not looking for billions. I'm not looking for millions. I just need some money to pay my bill. I just need some money to put fuel in my car. I just need some money probably to take Caleb to cinema, or sometimes maybe buy him a new shoes. Are you with me? That's the life I want. If I feel like going to anywhere in Europe, I'll look online, look for the cheapest airline ticket. You know what? I just want to live my life. If I want to go to America, I can always just, because it's so easy. It's so easy to go to all these places from here. Imagine having our own country, Oduduwa Republic, where you can go to anywhere you want. Imagine that. How can you not want that? How can anybody tell you that it's dangerous to have that? I can go to anywhere I want in the world. All I need to do is just to save money, because I'm not a rich guy. I have to save. Okay, when I get paid, I'll take £100, I'll put it away. When I get paid again, I take £100, I'll put it away. When I get paid again, if I'm traveling to somewhere in December, I'll begin to save now. Maybe not £100, because we've got 3 of us. But the ability to think that I can be what I want is all you need to destroy your leaders. I swear to God. If you begin to have that mindset that says, I want to be what I want to be, but with this, what we have, I can never be what I want to be. Now I need to fight for what I want to be. Then you begin to reject them. You begin to stop taking money from them. How would you feel? As an Oduduwa, with your Oduduwa passport, with your Oduduwa currency, and you can go anywhere in the world. If I want to go to anywhere in Europe right now, before this evening, I can still go. Make I tell you, I can still go, because I don't think it will even cost me more than €70 or something. Maybe £80 return. It's even cheaper to fly to Europe than to fly to London from Glasgow. Who doesn't want that life? How can you then begin to see me as your competitor? Waiting you and I they compete for? What do we have to fight for? I have my life that is working for me, uninterrupted. I don't need nobody anywhere from anywhere in this world can say, I will deal with this Maiyegun. It's like we need to call the people who employed him. You are mad. This is not Nigeria. So I have a safe, secured job. I work with the biggest media company in the whole of Europe. Ask, I'll tell you. So I have a good job. I have a good life. All I need is just to have a planned life, which I have already. Now, if I am telling you about it, I'm only trying to tell you to wake up your conscious mind that who told you you don't deserve that too? Who told you that it is God that will bring it to you? Since you have been praying, why did God not bring it yet? Because you have already bastardized the name of God. You tell God to go and do something. Meanwhile, you sit down there praising Tifnumbu Jaga Bandit. How does that work? You are mocking God. That's what you're doing. Telling God, God, please answer our prayer in this country. God, please fix our country. Which God is going to fix your country? God is not a contractor. He's not a road constructor. He doesn't build electricity. He's given you, according to these religions, he's given you that capacity. How can you not use that? And you still sit down there, my friend, don't talk like that about God. Some of them will even be fighting you because of God. Nigerians. They will be fighting you because of God. They'll say, wash your mouth. Watch your mouth. Oh. Don't say anything like that. Like they are the attorney general for God. Or maybe they are actually like the legal advisor to God. They know what God doesn't like. They know what God hates. And God can just send thunder now. And he can just say, I told you, stop talking about God like that. Wash your mouth. Fucking retards. Fucking morons. They will be defending God. God will not come down to do anything. He won't. How daft are you to keep threatening people and telling them that if they don't watch their mouth, God will do this, God will. That's not how God works. I wake up every morning. I will have my tea. When I have my tea, sit down, I just browse through the internet. Then I get myself ready because I work from home. Yeah, I make another tea, go to my desk, do my thing, go back in and all of that. End of the month, I get paid very good money. And then I'm like, yes. Next month, I repeat the same thing. I do my job, I get paid good money. Then I get myself good life. I can do whatever I want because it is my money. That is a life that every average human being should have. No biggie. You don't need millions. If millions come your way, take it. Because I know I'm going to be a millionaire in pounds, by the way. Just let me tell you beforehand. Because in another 5 years, you will come back to this video. I remember he said it. He said he was going to be a millionaire in pounds. So keep this video. So that, every 5 years, you'll be checking me back. Maiyegun, you don't reach your 1 million pounds yet. Maiyegun, you don't reach your, you know what I mean? I will be a millionaire in pounds. Then we'll see how far we take that. But I'm not actually so keen about it. I just want to live my life, enjoy my life in a little way that I can, and the little time that I have. I'm not here to think, what I do or what I don't do. I'm going to be punished by any supreme being anywhere or wherever. Fine, I don't live my life like that. But I keep saying, you deserve better if you want better. I have friends, good friends who are doing good jobs in Nigeria. Nigeria ruined them. Today, they are struggling. Many of you like that. How can that be so hard for you to talk about? How can you agree that talking about it means that you want to break the country? How does that make any sense? Yes, we want to break up the country, but we are not like them. We are not barbaric. We are not animals. We have feelings, and we want the people themselves to begin to have that feeling. When they begin to feel like, yes, I think we should do this. Maiyegun and many like me, we will tour the world. We will go and meet many Yorubas all over the world. I will join others who are going. If I'm invited, I will join them. We'll fly all over the world. We'll talk to Yorubas. Listen, let's do this. All of us, let's come together. It's time to mount the pressure. When the old reggae will start and we begin to play the blues, you will be surprised that many people will be dancing to it. But I'm not one of those who believe that. Oh, yeah, let us go. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm not like that. I love people who are serious. And when I see the seriousness in them, I have seen many groups in Yoruba land who are currently promoting Oduduwa Republic. 80% of them are working for Tinubu. So don't be deceived. The remaining 20, right? They are still under check. Let me be honest with you. That's why I'm not going to come here and say, oh, I'm going to build. No. I understand better. By 2021, 2022, you will realize that many of those who are shouting Oduduwa Republic today, they will begin to shout Yoruba presidency because Tinubu want to be president. So the same people. So 80% of Oduduwa Republic campaigners on Facebook, they are working for Tinubu. They are not for Oduduwa Republic. But you will get to know them with time. Just give them time, okay? Give them time. With time, they will expose themselves. they will begin to tell you that they will begin to change the story to the only way we can have Oduduwa Republic is for Tinubu to be president so that he can give us Oduduwa Republic. As stupid as that sound, you will see educated people telling you that very soon. So that's why I'm not really moved. Okay, I'm not moved by those noise and those shout and all of that. We know genuine people. Even there in Biafra, those who are fighting for Biafra today, the only genuine ones who are indeed for Biafra are the IPOP members. The larger numbers of this other Igbo elite and the rest of them, they are not interested in Biafra, and they will do everything to kill it, because that's what they have been doing all their lives, to kill it. But when you see an average IPOP member, he is so confident, he is so determined, he is so hopeful, right? That the Biafra will come as soon as possible. But is that the same way all the Igbos feel? No, that's not how all the Igbos feel. Many of them are benefiting from the current contraption. It's benefiting them. They are governors, they are senators, they are reps, they are PAs, they are SAs, they are commissioners, they are contractors. So Nigeria pay them, and they will do everything to kill Biafra too. But they are formidable, IPOP. They are very, very formidable, which means they will continue to be here for a long time until many people finally join them and they realize what they want. So they are formidable. In Yoruba land, I am saying this to you now. Don't say that because you are giving credit. Are you mad? Which credibility do you have? Because you are shouting Oduduwa Republic up and down. You have credibility. Do you want us to go back to what you are, who you are for you? So don't let anybody deceive you. Okay? There are genuine people in Yoruba land, genuine groups in Yoruba land who want to Oduduwa Republic genuinely. They are older, they are younger generation of Yorubas who want to Oduduwa Republic, and they are working on it. So I'm not going to rub it on them like they are not doing anything. They are. But with their consistency, when the political brouhaha begin in 2021, let's see how many of them will still stand. And they will be able to stand bold enough to say, we don't want election in Yoruba land. We want to do a republic. And that is why I said, if they are genuine, Maiyegun, you will find me with them. I have not identified with anybody, and I'm not starting any group for Oduduwa Republic. I am just Maiyegun. Thank God you have made me to start Diaspora Radio. That's enough. That's enough too for all. One moment. Yeah. So for all liberation fighters, those who are genuinely pushing for, to re-educate, reorientate people, to change their mindset about a fake country that is not working, Diaspora Radio will be there for you. It will spread your voice. Your voice will go farther than you would ever imagine. More people will receive your messages. And that is what is called Diaspora Radio. We will not just be sending money to Nigeria. We will be sending voices to Nigerians too, to tell them what should be done, when it should be done, why they should stand up, why they should make it even much more like non-profitable for Nigerian politicians anymore to spend money on election. Our message will do that. They will go further. They will go to Igbo land. They will go to Biafra land, like they would love to be called. They will go to to this not even Northern Caliphate that they are talking about. They will be listening to Diaspora Radio in Hausa, in Fulani. We will be telling them the criminality and the crime of those they call leaders every day in different languages in the north. I will shock you. Just watch out. Just watch out. People will be speaking Fufude on Diaspora Radio, passing the same message that Maiyegun is currently sharing with you in Fufude, in Hausa, in every other language that we can find on Diaspora Radio. We will pass this same message, this same tone, this same language, this same reading. They will deliver them in Igbo. They will deliver them in Yoruba. They will deliver them in Ijebu. They will deliver them in Benue. They will deliver them in Kwara. They will deliver them in Sokoto. They will deliver them in Kano. They will deliver them every goddamn place that people are holding phones. As long as you have a phone, you are going to hear about the Diaspora Radio. You will listen to my voice. It doesn't matter where I'm speaking from. You will hear me clearly. And it's going to be the same message. Get rid of these criminals. Go for them. If you want life for yourself, if you want life for your children, if you indeed want to be considered a human, go after this criminal. We will shock you. I keep saying it. They said, oh, is he on Facebook? Is he, don't worry now. Don't worry. Shebi Buhari is ready to give Maiyegun 10 billion naira. With what we are going to do with Diaspora Radio, NTA, channels, and all the media stations in Nigeria, they will talk about Diaspora Radio. By the time the effect of what we are going to send down will begin to manifest, we are not just going to send you money anymore. We'll send voices too. And these voices will go far. And it will penetrate the cold heart of many of you. We will use every means to get the message across to you. We will use every means. Let Diaspora Radio finish. We'll start the test running of Diaspora Radio by next week or before the end of this week. And when we begin that transmission and all of that, if everything goes according to plan, definitely many of you will begin to listen to Diaspora Radio before the end of this month, like unofficially. Then by September 1st, we will open our studio in Glasgow. We will also use that day to commemorate the establishment and the day of international liberty. Freedom that is coming to minds. Freedom that is coming to homes. Freedom of thought that has been missing for so long. We will bring that back and we will use every means, every tools that we can muster to push it. It doesn't matter. You can talk to me anyhow now. Okay? You can say what you like right now. But it's going to get to a stage now whereby my voice and the voice of so many other people from all over the world will become so unavoidable everywhere you go. You will be hearing us everywhere. It won't be on Facebook anymore. And that will shock you, and that will change you in a way that you've never, ever imagined. That's what I'm saying. Bring it on. We have bought our own freedom. Nobody can pay to take over Diaspora Radio. They don't have it. They don't have the money. Okay? They don't have it. Countries will volunteer and they will grant, support to Diaspora Radio. The way we are taking this Diaspora Radio, it will become a diplomatic platform for Africans and those who are currently still claiming to be Nigerians until you get what we want to get out of this. I won't tell you much on that, more than that. But watch out for it. It is something you've never seen before. It is something you will never see again. And the effect of what it's going to leave behind, you will never, ever forget it too. Thank you very much for your time this morning. I'm going to draw the curtains here.
And yes, aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o ayé sọra yìí òkúra olóṣèlú ayé sọra ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ sọra yìí ayé sọra yìí. Maiyegun ti gbé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti gbé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú màmá ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ báàgì lẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú màmá ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lé ibi oníṣègùn lé káwọ́ màmá fi ṣera wọn ní kó ti dẹrùn tí mò ń gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ̀n lọmọ bá dé ló tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ kùyà. Àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kí o. Ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní bí wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Thank you. See you later.